Hi, good morning. So, how have you been over the week?
Oh, busy. Busy as usual.
How did everything come along? Um, you mentioned that you had a little program that you were organizing. Did it come along well?
Okay, so I'm in the middle of prepping for the launch for finding my next 10 entrepreneurs,
Right.
young entrepreneurs who
Mm-hmm.
can work alongside me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Interestingly, the government announced a startup loans program yesterday, so I'm going to wait a couple of days after the launch of that because otherwise that just conflicts with it. I don't want it to get caught up in the same message because um, my my work with young people is quite the opposite of what this startup loans initiative is going to be
Right.
encouraging.
How has that changed your plan in the sense that how long do you think you're going to wait?
Okay, well, I'm going to wait a couple of days just because I've got lots more to do before I actually officially launch it anyway,
Mm-hmm.
and I've got plenty going on in the business. But my greatest issue is that, and this happens with not just my social enterprise activities, but also practically anything to do with my sustainability business side,
Mm-hmm.
because we're about, you know, real experts sharing their knowledge. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as a government initiative comes out that has great impact because it has huge publicity for a start,
Yeah.
and lots of media coverage means that people start saying, "Oh, is that like the government initiative to do blah blah blah?" Um, then that's not real. What I'm doing is real stuff,
Yeah.
and quite often the two conflict because the government initiatives, well, for a start, they're talking about young people getting a loan with additional bonus of a mentor, and it's meant to be this great mentor that will help them and support them. Well, I'm a mentor, and I don't even fit into the program of so-called mentors that are available for these young people with the startup loan. So I really struggle with this because to be a mentor on their program, you have to have passed a certain qualification. Well, people like myself who are real entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
we won't be sitting down doing qualifications. We already know we're qualified,
Yeah.
and we're ready and able to share our knowledge.
Right.
You either
Yeah.
learn from someone that is an entrepreneur, or
Mm-hmm.
you learn from someone that is taking a qualification to be a
Yeah.
mentor. I know that the young people I work with don't need startup loans. They need a proper, supportive person who's been there and done it to show and guide them on the way.
Yeah.
And they're more than capable of doing that. But unfortunately, with all these things, whether it's the government announcing the Green Deal initiative, which, in theory, all these things should be really good for my business.
Yeah.
And I should be the first organisation that they pick up the phone to and say, "Can you work alongside us and deliver stuff?"
Mm-hmm.
Because we're already doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's almost as if it has to be launched by a famous individual
Yes.
and visualises it and
Yeah.
it's a grant and this is what we're doing to help. And in the meantime, they're not connected with the real people doing the real things.
Mm.
Um, However, because I'm not a funded organisation,
Mm-hmm.
I don't fit with when they're going to be doing these things. So basically, as I don't have my hands out taking money from them, I'm also not factored into the delivery of these kind of initiatives. So it actually isn't going to affect anything I do. It's
Okay.
just that it's in fact given me a few more days to hone down what I'm doing because I've already been doing this for years. It's just a launch of a very big project for us. So, but that's one of many things that I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
in a week of talking to you, I've signed a very big deal with a shopping mall company
Mm-hmm.
to deliver social enterprise pop-up shops,
Oh,
service
brilliant.
offices, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
huge, and waste reuse activities
Mm-hmm.
that will get then rolled out if it works well with other shopping malls in their group. Not
Excellent.
only that, but only yesterday I met with a group of social entrepreneurs that I work with down in Kent, and we're looking at a huge, many acres site to take over an ancient building
Oh, right.
and
Wow.
and take it on as a major project. I mean, before even starting, it's 5 million to fund the actual taking over the land and committing to it. So these are real projects involving business rather than grants and funding.
Excellent. All right. So now you see, like you said, you've got lots of projects that you've done. You've been doing what you do for a really long time. So what has been the best way for you to achieve the success that you have achieved? What do you feel has allowed you to achieve the success that you have right now?
I don't have fear. I know that sounds a bit strange. There's a famous quote, I can't remember, I think it's Mark Twain, says, about mastery of fear. Doesn't mean it's absent, it just means that you deal with it basically through courage. And I have to say, I have a lot of courage. Every Saturday, I run a free advice clinic, and because I'm not funded, I'm not targeting and solving problems for one group of society. Anyone can come into that advice clinic, and literally it is anyone. And the range of things that people come to ask me are from running an ordinary business, nothing to do with sustainability or social enterprise. Or it could be putting solar panels on the roof of their house and wondering what's the best way to do it. Do you know what? Every single person, the underlying thing that's shaping the difficulty in them making that decision is fear.
Find out more www.u-do.com.